ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it.
And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. Ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it.
And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it.
And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. Ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
That's crazy. Let me try it again. Welcome everybody to another episode of Head to Head with Brian Parker. I am he, and we're back for another week of talk. Sorry, my mic normally automatically unmutes when we come on screen, so it just didn't do it, Lori. I don't know what you did, but I'm blaming it on you. Anyway, we are coming to you live direct from Concord, North Carolina, and we are streaming on Roku. We are streaming on Instagram. I did just check that, so it looks good. I'm actually watching us on Roku right now, and Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube TV. So please do us a favor. If you're on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Please just share whatever you're on. If you're on YouTube, do the same thing. If you're on Instagram, we definitely appreciate that because we would definitely love for you to be able to let other folks know what it is that you're watching. I see my man Alan Gagnon coming in on Instagram. What's up, Big A? Appreciate you for uh, sticking your head in, see what's going on. But yeah, we're on all the different platforms at the same time. So whatever you're on, whether you're watching this on the live stream or you're watching this on a replay, please take time to like, share, and hey, also leave a comment. Let us know what you like, what more you would like to see us cover on the show. We try to do this show together with you guys, so your comments, your input, your feedback is welcome and appreciated. That's what makes this really, really good. A lot of unscripted, but a lot of passion, a lot of opinions on things. So we definitely appreciate it. Whether it's the topic that we're covering or if you have something that is remotely close to what we're talking about, especially in the world of politics, please hit us up. Also, if you are a content creator, if you have an idea for a show that you would like to host or stream on our network, um, what in the world? Um, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, thanks. What in the hell? Sorry. Sometimes we do get the bots that kind of come in and put some crazy comments. So I just read one. It was racist to say the least. Anyway, but going on from that, anybody that wants to be able to chime in, if you have a idea for a show or something like that, please reach out to us at theparkermedia@gmail.com. If you are a business owner, maybe you have a side hustle, um, you have an event going on that you would like people to know about, uh, please reach out to us at the same theparkermedia@gmail.com to maybe look into some ways of advertising. We can cut an ad, we can do live table reads during the show, and also put those and embed those in between our programming on YouTube as well as Roku. So that will help get the word out. Advertising can be very expensive, especially when you're trying to lean on like networks and things like that. So anything that we can do to help with that, again, reach out to us and let's talk. So I think that's everything. And just to give you a little flavor about the kind of ads that we cut, Lori, let's bring up Jermaine Parker Realty. We'll roll this ad. It's the only one of the night, and we'll be right back on the other side. Check it out. Buying a home is one of the biggest decisions that you'll make. Here at Jermaine Parker Realty, we're here to help you navigate through that process. We know that a home is more than just a place to live. It creates memories. Here at Jermaine Parker Realty, we're here to help. Give us a call and let us get started on your journey. I even like that narrator. He's got a nice little voice to him, doesn't he, Lori?
Of course he does.
Sounds real good.
Real smooth.
Real smooth.
Smooth. Smooth, smooth
Yeah,
like R&B.
I bet he pulled. Speaking of R&B, fellas, we knew it was gonna come one day. We knew it was gonna come. Um, let's just say, guys, you might have to figure out your plan B because every woman, no matter how ugly she is, thinks she might have a chance to go see Chris Brown and Usher backstage and make a move that'll change their life. There's some fugly women out there that may be ready to risk it all. And I don't think you should accept them when they come back disappointed that it didn't go the way that they maybe had envisioned. And they have to come back and settle for you. I say,
Damn!
yeah, it's not going to go the way they think. But yeah, there was an announcement, Lori. Chris Brown, Usher Raymond sharing the stage. Epic concert. Chris Brown just really getting back off of his Breezy Bowl, which was a success that he did at he couldn't even do them at small arenas. He had to do them at stadiums. It was a stadium tour. And now Chris Brown and Usher have announced their own stadium. So I guess I don't know if they're doing them all at stadiums, but I know in Charlotte they're doing it at Bank of America Stadium, and they would have to. I can. The only thing I can't believe is that they're only doing one day there.
July 17th.
Wait a minute, how you? Whoa, 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 whoa! Pumping them brakes. Shit. How you know the dates?
Oh, it was on Facebook. And I remember this one. And I have friends talking about, remember our friend Kristen said, got him. She got tickets.
Oh, they ever had like a whole row, but
Yeah, like I said, it was like, wow. Wow.
must be nice because somebody told me that them tickets were going for like uh in the upper bowl it was like $400.
$600 actually in front of the stage was $3,300.
Y'all crazy. That's just for the ticket. That's not all that extra stuff like the backstage passes and all that VIP stuff. That's just to sit your ass down in a seat.
If you're sitting,
Yeah, yeah. Of course, you're not gonna
if you're gonna
sit.
sit,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. Yeah. But if your legs get tired, that's for you to sit your ass down. Nah. But why come it's gonna be sold out? You know, Bank of America Stadium seat 80,000 people. You think there's gonna be
oh,
an
they're
empty
gonna
seat? You gonna think there's gonna be an empty seat in that mother? I don't either.
absolutely not. I mean, I didn't see the venue lineup, but if they're not going to Atlanta, then people from Atlanta are gonna come here.
I think they are. Uh,
So,
let me.
and if
Why
they're
you
doing
saying that? Let me
something in
double check.
maybe
I think they are.
maybe maybe from DC, they would come here.
Yeah, I think they are, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, are the tour dates they got? See, they're going to, yeah, it looks like they're going to all the stadiums because they're going to the stadium in Denver. They're going to the one at US Bank in Minneapolis. That's where the Vikings play. They're going to Ford Field where the Lions play. They're going to Huntington Bank Field where the Browns play. Northwest Stadium, I believe that's where the Ravens play. Bank of America, of course, the Panthers. The Dome at America Center, I believe that's where the no, let's see, that's St. Louis, Missouri. I don't think there's anybody there. Nissan Stadium, that's where the Titans play. Protective Stadium is in Birmingham. That might be where Alabama plays. JM Wireless Dome in Syracuse. Now that's an inside dome, but they do host bigger events. That's where the Syracuse football team and the basketball team play. They're going to MetLife in East Rutherford. Now they're going to do that one 2 days. They're doing that August 7th and the 8th. That's a back to back. Then they go to Toronto
Please,
for 2 days.
New York and New Jersey and Pennsylvania are going to show out, and
Oh God.
Philly.
You know New York gonna just go stupid. Especially they doing it at MetLife Stadium 2 days back to back. Yeah, that's gonna be nuts. Then they go into Toronto for 2 days. Then they go into Gillette Stadium where the Patriots play Soldier Field. Where they're doing Soldier Field 2 days back to back. Where the Bears play for now. Um, Levi Stadium, they're doing 2 days in August. That's where the 49. No, I'm sorry, 3 days in a row at Levi. Damn. They doing that 3 days. They're gonna be in Santa Clara, so I don't blame them for that. They doing Vegas the same way. They're doing 2 days in Vegas. That's where the Raiders play. They're gonna be doing that right before the NFL season jumps off. Then they're going to AT&T Stadium for one night in Mecca, where them cow bitches play. Um, then after that they're gonna go back to Vegas again. Damn. So they split up Vegas. SoFi Stadium, they're gonna be there twice. That's where the Rams play. Then they're going to Glendale, Arizona. That's where your Cardinals play. The Sun Bowl Stadium in El Paso, Alamo Dome in San Antonio, NRG Stadium, where the Texans play. They're going to be there twice. Mercedes-Benz Stadium is going to be in November. And they're doing 4 days in Atlanta, which kind of makes sense because that's Usher's home. So 4 days in November, they're going to do Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So, Usher going to be wilding out in ATL for that. Then they go back to SoFi. Then they go to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans for two shows where the Saints play. Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. They're going to be there for 2 days where the Dolphins play. And then they're going to finish it up in December, Lori. The second week of December, 2 days in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium where the Buccaneers play. So pretty much they're going where the NFL teams play. And a lot of
Well,
these huge stadiums.
pretty much there probably going to be a shortage of cherries.
Yeah. So look, if you're in Atlanta, stay your ass there. Y'all gonna get them for 4 days. Okay. But I can imagine though, because it's not until November, there may be some folks that want to try to come on up in July to Charlotte. I can see them making a trip out of it. Hey, spend the weekend in Charlotte, go see Brown and Breezy. I get it. I mean Brown and Usher. I get it. So, but anyway, like I said, stay your ass up.
Now you're moving. Now you're moving.
Oh, was I frozen? Oh,
Yeah, I
I
was
didn't see.
trying to chat
I,
you. I
I
was
didn't.
just like,
I,
can you
I didn't see your
breathe?
mess. I didn't see your messages because I had the schedule up. So,
Yes, I'm sorry. I just because I
now
was
was I
trying to
frozen? But
do
you
a
could still.
signal.
Well, was I frozen? But you could still hear me talking.
Yes,
Oh, okay. All
you
right.
just had like a weird look on your face, but
And I see it on Instagram.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I
I
saw it. I
see.
was
I
like
was
this.
trying to do a wave. I was
I was
trying to do stuff.
was I frozen
I
like
was
this?
like, no, you were like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I saw it. I saw it. All right, y'all. Well, y'all let
but
me
you
know where y'all
still
from.
fine. You still fine. You still
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. So I heard. So y'all let me know where you calling in from, and if you have any questions or you just here for the ride, we appreciate that as well. So anyway, that's what's going on. When you said R&B, of course, that's going to trigger a lot of these fuglies out here to think that Chris Brown really love him and stuff like that. Um, Everybody gonna try to shoot their shot. I saw one lady try to shoot a shot not too long ago when the baby came around, and she was in a line to meet and greet, and she started holding him and hugging him, and they were like, next, next, and she's like, I ain't done yet. This is my man. And he
That
was
was
good about it, you know.
hilarious.
At least he was good about it. But she was like, this is my one chance in life. I ain't never gonna see him again. So I'm gonna let him know he my man. Uh, y'all fuck at least need to stop. You accept the fact that we the best you ever gonna get. Soon you accept that, the better off you be. Tell them, Lori.
We're better off.
Tell them fuck at least all that.
Well, like I said, that's for them to do the up and post personal pictures and all that other stuff. That's a lot of money. But if
And
you
you-
got it like that, you
and
can.
you know, Chris don't mind taking some little risque pictures and stuff.
Oh, I know.
He don't mind. He don't mind. So, anywho, that should be interesting. That should be interesting. Um, it's gonna be crazy. I don't even know if I'm gonna go outside that day. Um, I damn sure ain't going anywhere near downtown Charlotte. If I go outside, I'm going north. I ain't going nowhere south. This is gonna be crazy. So, anywho's, that's what's going on with that. So, good luck, America. Also, good luck. Some good news, Lori, from the democracy front. There was an election in Virginia on Tuesday. Yes, Virginia in the month of April. There was a redistricting ballot that was uh, out there. To give a little backstop, though, before I get to what the ballot was about, last year, Donald Trump, already understanding that normally the party in power typically loses the following midterm. Why? Because normally people have had about a year and a half to assess whether you've done anything remotely close to what you campaigned on. That's why Trump tried to ram through so much stuff early because he had no intention of doing half the stuff that he campaigned on. And that if he would have tried to go through the right channels and the right processes or not done some of these things at all, um, they would have had a better chance, but it would have slowed down his agenda. And the one lesson that he learned from the last time that he was in the White House, Lori, was, hey, if I play by the same rules, I'm not going to get stuff done. They're going to block me. So I need to, on day one, just start signing executive orders, bypassing Congress, making sure Congress knows not to get in my way because I'm going to do a whole lot of stuff. And he did. Only problem is none of the stuff that he's done has been any of the things he campaigned on. Well, Brian, what are you talking about? What did he campaign on? Okay, well, he campaigned that, oh, I don't know. We're not going to cut Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. They cut Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. He campaigned that groceries, an old fashioned word, would go down in the would go down, Lori, on day one. Now, now you get all these people in his cabinet talking about, well, you know, stuff like that takes time. Well, we know that, but your blowhard of a president told people it was so easy, it would happen on day one. And we're well over day 380 something. The cost of energy, Lori, within the first 12 months would be cut in half. I don't know anybody seen their electric bill. I don't think it's half of what you paid last year. So there's a lot of things that he campaigned on. Um, did he campaign on having one of the strongest immigration uh, policies as far as deportations? Yes. Did he do it? Yes. Illegally, but yes. Um, did he um, Trying to think, what the hell else did he do other than cut taxes for rich people? He ain't done nothing else other than try to illegally. Oh, he tore down the East Wing illegally. Did not go through Congress. Congress has the power of the purse. They approve any major renovations to the White House. Why? Because the White House belongs to Congress. Why does it belong to Congress? Because Congress represents you. And who ultimately owns the White House? You. That's why it's
Gas
called
prices.
that's why it's called the People's House. Oh, gas prices was going to come down. In a lot of places, he had already gotten it down to $1.89. Ain't never seen no shit like that, but he swore that gas was down to $1.89. Lord, the last time I filled up my gas tank, gas was it had come down, but it come down to like $3.70 something cents. Before that, I put in $3.99. I ain't quite put no $4 gas in. So you best believe apps like Gas Buddy and Upside have been clutch. I don't know if y'all use like Circle K and 7-Eleven's little membership programs and stuff to get you some 5 cents off of some gas. You better do it. Sometimes when you do it enough times, they give you a little bonus. One day, Laura, I went over there and I had like 30 cents off. You would have thought I won the lottery. Hey, I knew I was getting 30 cents on that next one. I let that some bitch go almost empty. I had about 20 miles left.
Mm.
According to my little reader that tells me how many more miles I can drive before it like cut off on the side of the road. He said I had about 20 miles left. I waited because I knew I had 30 cents. I was gonna make that 30 cents last. I mean, go for a full tank instead of like half a tank. Why would I do that? So but I knew I was getting 30 cents off. So that came clutch. But yeah, my little Upside app, I think I done saved about $30 on my Upside app, Lori. I can cash out.
Yeah.
Um, so it comes in handy, and it's sad that we gotta look at stuff like that because according to Trump, all this stuff was gonna get cut. Now, when they're having these hearings and stuff, these cabinet members are still bringing up Joe Biden's name. It's like, okay, y'all, how far into your administration are you gonna keep talking about what Joe Biden did? Because even though they're lying, you've been in office now for a year and 3 months and 3 days. You can't keep bringing up Joe Biden. If this was a situation where a Democrat takes over the presidency in 2028, Lori, and they in the first 90 days mention Donald Trump, they're gonna be chomping at the bit to go, Trump ain't even president no more. Move on. It's over. It's yours now. You're the one causing the damage. You're the one breaking it. Now they're in power. They just want to lean on Joe Biden. As if Joe Biden sat there and started a war. As if Joe Biden sat there and drove up gas prices. As if Joe Biden was sitting there driving up inflation. As all those things were not happening. Only thing Trump keep talking about now is the stock market hits 50,000. Nobody thought within a year it could be done. They said it couldn't be done. And I'm like, okay, but when you weren't president, you acted like the stock market didn't mean anything. You actually downplayed it because it was very good and robust under Biden. And you were like, well, that ain't really that impressive because it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything until you get in office and then you want the credit for everything. But anyway, so a year ago, Donald Trump knew that they were going to lose the midterms most likely because they had already had a razor thin margin in the House of Representatives to begin with. One of the most narrowest margins, only next to the narrowest margin that Nancy Pelosi, Lori, had to navigate through and did a good job getting things done, even with a narrow majority, keeping her caucus together. But Mike Johnson has so many fractures in the Republican Party, trying to keep all of those people together on anything in and of itself is a miracle. So what Trump decided to do was to tell Governor Greg Abbott of Texas that I need you to redraw the Texas's district maps that would lean more Republican so that we can squeeze another 5 seats. I need 5 seats from you. Well, redistricting is not a terrible thing. Redistricting, Lori, normally happens every 10 years. It coincides with the census. The reason that it does is because it is a way for districts to be able to look at the makeup of their districts every 10 years to see if there have been certain demographic shifts that need to be reflected in those districts. Does the current district still mirror, or does it need to change or be tweaked a little bit? That's why you redistrict when after the census, so that you have a better idea of what you're redistricting to. Well, Trump, because Trump cares nothing about norms, nothing about procedures, he just wants things done, whether there's a basis to do it. He told Abbott to do it. Abbott called a special session in place to get it done. This is when you saw a lot of the Democrats run from Texas so that they wouldn't have a quorum in Texas to be able to hold the vote. And they held out for a while. They did that knowing that they would have to go back to Texas, but they did it to raise awareness that the Republicans were trying to steal the midterms in 2026. They were trying to sound the alarm, Lori. And they did. That's when you got Gavin Newsom that said, you know what? Y'all want to do that? California going to do the same thing. We're going to redraw our maps, and we're going to squeeze some Republicans out of their seats. So 2 things, though, Lori, because you will hear Republicans clutching their pearls that now Democrats are gerrymandering. So 2 things quickly that I'll say to that before getting to Virginia, Lori, is in the John Lewis Voting Rights Act and in other bills before that, did you know that Democrats had pushed legislation for states to adopt voting commission boards instead of letting the legislature redraw maps on their own? Was to appoint nonpartisan voting boards that would be responsible for properly drawing district maps to take gerrymandering out of politics. They would totally abolish gerrymandering. That was a bill. Do you know that every time that bill came up, can you guess, out of all the Republicans in the House, of which there are over 200, how many voted for that bill to pass, saying, yes, let's take it out of the legislature and put it in the hands of a nonpartisan voting commission board? How many do you think voted for it? That is correct. None. None of them. So when you hear these people clutching their pearls, talking about gerrymandering, understand that when they had the opportunity to take gerrymandering out of all of the states and let voting commission boards draw the maps, none of them voted for it. All of the Democrats, except for one, voted for it. So when you ask who was for getting rid of gerrymandering, do not let these people gaslight you. They are liars. Well, Brian, then what's the difference between the Democrats doing it? Well, if you got somebody sitting there coming to a fight with a gun, what you gonna do? Throw rocks at them? You might be a pacifist all you want, but you also believe in living. And if there's a gun close by to you, I guarantee you, whether you believe in guns or not, and somebody coming at you with one, you gonna pick up that damn gun. And if you don't, then you deserve to die. You're a fool. Now, that doesn't mean that once that threat is eliminated, Lori, you don't put the gun back down and say, you know what? I would prefer to resolve conflict in a different way. But for that time being, I had to sit there and meet fire with fire. That's the difference. The other thing, Lori, to keep in mind is it started with Texas, but Missouri's going through it. They're looking now at Florida to go through it. They're looking at other red states to try to squeeze folks out. They did it here in North Carolina, where they squeezed some seats. Do you know the difference though between what the red states have done and what states like California and Virginia did? You want to know the biggest difference?
Yes.
They put it on the ballot. They let the voters decide if they were, and this is why they put it on the ballot, Lori. Whether we're talking about Virginia or whether we're talking about California, both states had in place those independent, nonpartisan voting commission boards that would draw maps. That was number one. So they had to put it on the ballot to allow the legislature for this one election cycle to do the maps themselves and then go back to letting the boards do the maps. So basically the ballot measure was for the legislature to be able to do it for a temporary amount of time, but then for it to go back. But it would still have to be voted on by the voters to give the final approval of it, because it is irregular to do voting redistricting in the middle of a census period. So the other thing Republicans will sit there and they talk about the gerrymandering is, well, wait a minute. All of the red states, you know what they did, Lori? They just did it. They didn't ask the voters what they thought about it. They just did it. It wasn't on no ballot. So there's your difference. When Gavin Newsom said this is what we're going to do, that's what he wanted to do. But then he had to be able to sell that idea to the people of California. Is when they had that vote come up, nothing else was on the ballot. It wasn't like they were doing attaching it to a presidential race or congressional seats or anything like that. It was the only thing on the ballot. You know how hard it is to get people out, get good turnout in non-presidential elections as it is, when all you got is a magistrate and somebody on the school board or city council and stuff like that. It's hard to get turnout for those. Unless somebody's voting for president or maybe governor or US Senate, something like that, it's hard to get the turnout. People turned out for that proposition ballot in California, and that was the only thing on the ballot. Thumbs up, thumbs down. That was it. Virginia just had the same thing on Tuesday. Well, nothing else to run for. Spanberger had just become governor. She started her term in January, but she won in November. The House of Delegates in Virginia, Lori, went from 51 seats to 64 seats, I believe, which was a crazy supermajority. And those were the only two reasons that they were even able to introduce the ballot measure at all, was because those two things happened. So they decided to do it. They put it on the ballot. They won the measure. They only won it by 3 points. Some people are pointing to that to say, see, it wasn't very popular. And I don't think it wasn't that it wasn't popular, Lori. I just think that it's April. It's hard to get people to turn out for anything, no matter how popular it is. But they squeaked it through. I believe a judge has put it on hold for right now for it to be
Yes, he
heard,
said it was unconstitutional.
which is crazy because the whole idea is it was voted on by the people. The majority of the people voted on it.
Mhm.
it's going to pass. He's just
Yes.
temporarily holding it up. It's going to pass. Um, once it gets reviewed, he has no standing to say that. He's just they mad. See, and the thing about Republicans, Lori, that get me is when they do something, they got 87 reasons as to why it was a good idea. If Democrats turn around and do the exact same thing, now all of a sudden there's this just can't stand. You know, you have people in California clutching their pearls about what the Democrats were doing, and they were like, okay, well, when Greg Abbott was doing this down in Florida, Texas, you ain't say nothing then. So it's one of those things. And then you hear Trump the other day. Now he's talking about how it's illegal and they're rigging it and this and that and the other. And it's like, wait. You the one that started the whole damn thing. You tell these Republicans when to jump, and all they want to do is say how high. Then when the Democrats come back and fight you, see, all they expected is Democrats to do what Democrats normally do, which is bend over, lay down, prematurely surrender. If they thought that, I get it. I really do. I totally understand because I expect them to do that more than fight. Because they always want to seem like they're taking the high road, and Republicans expect them to do that. They expect them to say, you know what? When Donald Trump is no longer the president, we expect a Merrick Garland to be there to basically say, we're just going to move forward. We're not going to relitigate the past and hold people accountable for a lot of the heinous shit that they did. Now you got Democrats coming in saying, you know what? When we get power again, we going to sit there and go after all you mother effers. Ain't going to be no more Merrick Garland waiting 2 years to pursue Trump. The minute Trump stepped out that damn White House, we going all up in your ass like a colonoscopy. We ain't wasting a damn day. And any Democrats in office that do, you gonna get your ass primaried, John Fetterman. Total disappointment. If we get the gavel back even in the Senate, it ain't gonna be you, Chucky. You ain't banging the gavel, Chuck Schumer. We kind of iffy on Hakeem.
Mm.
But damn sure ain't gonna let Chuck Schumer be the Senate Majority Leader.
No.
That's over. That's over. I don't know who it's gonna be, but it cannot be Chuck Schumer. Hell, he need to get primary, to be honest with you.
Mm.
It's time. It's time for these Democrats that have come in and tried to work party norms and traditions, and that's gone. And even when Trump is gone, if they're expecting these Republicans to bounce back to what they were like before Trump, if they really believe that those folks still exist, then they deserve to lose. Trump did not change the Republican Party. He elevated what was already underneath. He brought it out. It's like saying that a worm ain't never gonna change into a butterfly. No, it will eventually, and it did. You just couldn't see it. He let all that stuff that was brewing underneath come out to the forefront. Them people ain't going back to Reagan Republicans, Bush Republicans. Them people don't exist no more. There are a lot of extremists, conspiracy theorists on that side that have taken that party hostage, Lori, and whether Donald Trump is their supreme leader, their Ayatollah, it doesn't matter at all. They are who they are. Democrats need to recognize that. The only fear that I have, Lori, is it's obvious that they're going to end up winning the House. As long as voters turn out and don't get complacent, they should win the House. Lori, I'm going to forecast it now, and it's probably a Cauchy vote. I hadn't been on Cauchy lately to see the odds. but they're probably going to. Right now, they're about well, they have about 212 seats in the House. They need 218 to have a majority. I think they're going to have at least 235. Now, what I don't like about that is that I think if they have a 17 seat majority, then you're going to have factions that break out. I'll give you a perfect example. If a bill needs to be passed, and you've got somebody like AOC, or you got somebody progressive, Pramila Jayapal, or you got somebody like that that's really, really progressive, Summer Lee, somebody like that, that may say, you know what, I'm gonna vote against this because I know it's not going to affect the overall outcome. That way, for my constituents, it looks like I resisted my party on certain things, even if I couldn't be the deciding vote to stop it. A lot of times they take votes like that. They'll say, "Hey, I know you're in a tough district. I know you're in a purple district. Instead of you taking this hard vote, go ahead and vote no. We got enough votes anyway to make it pass." Um, I think you're going to see a lot of that. The Senate, Lori, was fairly impossible for Democrats to even be in the talks of taking. Right now, they are at a 53 to 47 minority. The Senate, to have a majority, you need 50 plus one. So you need 51 in the Senate. That means that they would have to take, and unlike the House, Lori, where they're up, every seat in the House is up every 2 years. All all 435 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives are up every 2 years at the same time. That's crazy, right? The U.S. Senate is different. Only a third of the seats are up every year. Everybody don't, and there's 6 year terms instead of 2 year terms. So that's why it makes it harder to take control of the Senate, because only so many seats are going to be up every year. And a lot of those seats were considered pretty safe. Now you've got states like North Carolina with Roy Cooper doing a great job right now, as far as looking like he can flip the Senate seat back blue and take it from retiring Tom Tillis. You've got Sherrod Brown in Ohio, that because John Usted took the seat from him some years ago and hadn't done anything with it, Sherrod Brown is in a good place to potentially take Ohio back. You've got Tallarico in Texas going against John Cornyn. It's either Cornyn or it's the Attorney General, Ken Paxton, once that gets decided. And Tallarico has that Beto vibe times two. So he may do good there. You've got a winnable seat potentially in Alaska. Not Lisa Murkowski's seat, but the other guy, Dan, what's his name? Where he's vulnerable. You've got Susan Collins in Maine now, Lori, who is vulnerable. So there are some seats out there now where Democrats are going, well, wait a minute. All we need is 4 of them. There's about 6 of them out there. All they need is 4, and they have a majority.
And I think Fetterman, he's not up for re-election. They want to primary him because
They
of
do.
his votes.
Oh, he bamboozled everybody. He was the hoodie wearing guy, didn't want to wear a bunch of suits, was 100% authentic. He was Pittsburgh strong and this and that and the third. Then he gets into Congress and he turns into Trump's bootlicker. He was like a damn Trojan horse. He fooled everybody. Ain't been nothing. He makes Joe Manchin look like Rand Paul.
But I
Absolutely disappointment.
do follow the candidate that's running for Susan Collins' seat. He's
Glenn, something, the fisherman guy, kind of.
yes,
Yeah,
and like as I said, he stand for this one. I think he served as well and everything else. But he's like even though I don't live in the state of Maine, but
yeah,
I do follow him and I like listen to him and listen to what he's saying and what his platform. So I really hope that they get rid of Susan Collins because she
yeah.
needs to go.
Well, she's been concerned way too long. She's always concerned. So there's some opportunities there. But then other states that you don't expect there to be shifts. There have been shifts even in special elections. You look at Georgia, where John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, two Democrat senators, have a hold on Georgia right now, and Ossoff is looking really, really good. That looked like he was going to be a vulnerable seat initially, but now it looks like he's going to be okay. You look at the special election that was held in Georgia for Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat. Since she basically resigned in January, they had to have a special election for somebody to fill out the rest of her term. And there was a black guy in Northwest Georgia that was vying for the seat. It went to a special election, Lori, and he actually was the highest vote getter in the special election, but because he didn't hit 50%, it took it to a runoff. He went against a Republican. The reason that he had the highest vote, because a lot of Republicans ran, he ran unopposed on the Democratic side. Um, so what ended up happening with the Republicans is they diluted their own votes. So none of them could get a high percentage because there was so many of them running. But then when it came to the runoff, the Republican did win, but did not win by as much as Donald Trump won Northwest Georgia. So even Democrats are looking at as okay, and this same guy, Lori, has already vowed that come November for the full term, he's going to run again against this guy. This guy's only basically in office for the next 7 months till the election. So he's going to have to run against this guy again, and this guy's getting more and more name recognition. Well, what does that really mean? Northwest Georgia is supposed to be what you consider a safe red district. Why is that important? Money. If it's safe, they don't have to spend a whole lot of money on it. See what I'm saying? They can take that money
Mhm.
and use it in other places that they really need it. Well, because this guy has been very competitive, Lori, they're going to have to allocate a whole lot more funds to that Northwest Georgia district to be able to keep that seat. Even if the guy
Mhm.
ends up winning again, they will have had to spend a whole lot of money. It's the difference between beating up somebody that you easily can beat up or beating somebody that, hey, I beat them, but they showing them got a lot of licks on me. I'm going to remember that fight. That's what it's going to go down to now. They're going to have to contend with this person because now they're going to have to spend a lot of money where they would have otherwise reallocated it somewhere else. That is going to be one of the other issues, Lori, that Texas is going to find out is that now that you're trying to gerrymander those extra 5 seats that Donald Trump wanted, what you're doing is you're taking some seats in Texas that were strongly Republican and you're going to make them a whole lot more competitive because you're diluting those voters that was in that one district and you're spreading them out. So it may backfire on them and they may not only not pick up those 5 seats, but they might actually even lose some of the ones they had trying to be cute. Now, you got to be careful. You don't redistrict
Mhm.
to put yourself in a more vulnerable position. And they're going to find that out. They did all of that because Trump told them to. They didn't want to because they had already said, hey, I'm in a strong Republican district. Now you're going to make my district more competitive. What does that mean? I'm going to have to raise more funds to defend my seat. The Republican Party is going to have to send me more money. If they don't send me more money, I'm not going to be able to get the advertisements the campaign stuff out there to defend my seat.
Mm-hmm.
Trump don't
Mm-hmm.
understand that kind of logic that goes into voting and politics. You know why? He doesn't care. He looks at a result that he wants and he tells you to get to it, even if there's no way to do it. This is why things like prosecutions for Jim Comey, Letitia James, um, Mark Kelly, uh, all those folks in Congress that he tried to go after for telling the military not to obey illegal orders. All these prosecutions keep failing because he keeps telling them to do stuff where there is no real way to do it. But then he makes them fools by going and trying to do it. And then they look stupid when these cases get thrown out, dismissed for, oh, I don't know, a lack of evidence. Who thought you needed evidence? Because in his mind, well, they did it to me, I'm gonna do it to them. The difference is, Donald, your ass was guilty. There was evidence. But you trying to bring them up on, there's no evidence, and you just can't do like you do with your voters. And the more you say it, the more they'll believe it. When you go into a court of law, you actually got to show up with some receipts. So he's been trying to yank these people around, telling them what they need to do without understanding the consequences of doing it. And lastly, Lori, that pulls us into the war, where this was supposed to be an in and out operation, not even a war. And Iran has continued to show that they will not be bullied, pressured, or pushed around by the big bad US. And the US is becoming more and more of a pariah out there in their standalone or stand with Israel stance on these things. Donald Trump is the craziest person in the world, that he thinks that if he sets your house on fire and in 15 minutes comes around with a fire truck, he wants credit for helping put out the fire. And tries to tell you he made a deal. So there was no war. Gas prices were high, but they were $2.79 as I remember it. Now they're $1 more because he got into a war. Costs have been going up as a result of that, because everything is linked to the price of gas. From the things that you have in your house, some things are made from oil and petroleum. A lot of things are made from oil and petroleum. There's a market from that, even helium. And a lot of the fertilizer. There are farms out here that are not getting fertilizer.
They can't afford it.
And we are in growing season. Not only can they not afford it, but a lot of it comes from the Middle East. I don't know, through something called the Strait of Hormuz. So now, if you're talking about crops not being able to come to fruition, now you're messing with food shortages, hunger, all because Barack Obama orchestrated an agreement with Iran to never build nuclear weapons. Because Obama did it and he didn't. And he was already, so you got to understand, Trump is a very insecure, petulant child. Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize. Trump has complained, pouted, tried to do everything he could to get a Nobel Peace Prize. Why? Because he could not live with the fact that the black guy got something that he couldn't have. It just messes with him that Obama will always, and I'll say this categorically, I don't care if you give Trump 15 terms. He will never be as successful as Barack Obama was in his 2 terms. The problem is he knows that. but he's so insecure he can't handle it. He can't handle knowing that the black guy that made fun of him at the White House Correspondents' Dinner is still getting the better of him, and he's not even president. That Obama is more revered than he is, which is why he wants his name on buildings and on everything, because it helps his ego. He came into office, did not understand what the JCPOA was, which was the agreement with Iran for them to stop trying to make nuclear weapons. It also guaranteed that they would be able to have inspectors, Lori, go into Iran and do visits and pop-ups on all of their plants to make sure that they were not enriching uranium to weapons grade. They can enrich uranium. Uranium is enriched, Lori, for things like power. You've heard of nuclear plants. You can enrich uranium for nuclear power. But enriched uranium for nuclear power is not the same as weapons grade uranium. So the inspectors would come in to make sure that it wasn't weapons grade uranium, it was nuclear powered graded uranium. Two totally different things. Trump told everybody, oh, it was imminent. They were going to fire nuclear weapons. They were not going to fire nuclear weapons. He started a war because Benjamin Netanyahu, for the last 25, 30 years, has tried to get every American president to go in and bomb the hell out of Iran. That's why. He needed, and that's why he gave Trump a letter that he said he wrote to the Nobel Commission imploring them to give Trump a peace award. All he needed to do was kiss Trump's ass long enough for Trump to then do what he wanted him to do and put us in a war against all of our allies and everything else. That Strait of Hormuz, Lori, I don't know if you've seen exactly where it is, but it's right there where Saudi Arabia is, United Emirates is, all of that right there. So those oil tankers need to get out because they supply 20% of the world's oil. And that's a big difference. Trump doesn't understand that, yes, our oil gets pumped here, but it's all part of a global market. So when prices rise around the world, our prices rise too. All these people that keep thinking that we don't need oil to be done other places, if that was true, why did your gas prices go up? They can't answer that, Lori, because they've been telling me for the longest that our gas ain't got nothing to do with nobody else's because we America first. We
Right.
are America first. Our gas was the first to go up. So they're going to have to try to square that circle at some point. Anywho's, that's what's going on with the war. There's been a ceasefire, sort of. We'll see how that goes over the next couple of weeks. We will not be on the air next week because I gotta go out of town and I gotta get my hair done. So, wish me luck. I'll be in Atlanta. But anyway, we'll see y'all again on that following week. Y'all be easy out there. Again, like, share, subscribe wherever you're watching us from. Make sure that you send us some comments. I read them all, even the one that we had to ban earlier. But please be safe out there, and we will see y'all again in 2 weeks. Take it easy.